countdown, yeah.
It says it's recording.
Wow.
We are live. Hopefully we're live. It is Wednesday, October, I don't know what, but welcome to the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your backup host, Darren, and the real host, Tommy, is right there. After a couple restarts, we are here. Your boy, Theron, straight out of Dallas. The man, Tommy, out there in PHX. What's going on?
Man, hey, hold it down, man. We've had some Zoom issues, man. We were on our third host of the evening, practically. We were calling little Tommy and Dominic. They calling calling your nephew, calling and Nathan. We need help, man.
We do.
We're just two old goats, man, trying to figure out this crazy world. Crazy 2020.
I was gonna say, maybe we're just old goats that just don't know technology anymore. Hopefully,
Are we too young to reach that point already? Like, to be at a point where people make fun of us for not knowing technology? Have we reached that point already?
I think so. I think they would already do it in today's world. I'm pretty sure they would make fun. I get made fun of already. But I think we're good. Just a few snags along the way. But lots of stuff to try to get to. Going to try to get it all done. Hopefully nothing explodes in the next 30 minutes. Winging it. Have no idea how to upload this to YouTube. So hopefully we can
I know, man. That's another thing. I'll save it off the Zoom thing, man. I forgot what it said. I think if you end the meeting, something automatically pops up and just converts the video for you. And you just got to find it on your laptop somewhere.
Oh, great. All right, perfect. All right, cool. we're just going to go right in and see what happens. So, I don't know if you want to go non-wrestling news or just go right
How about them Cowboys?
How about them terrible Cowboys? Oh, man. 1-3. All hope
should be 0-4, man.
They should be 0-4 if it wasn't for some questionable play calling in the second half by the Atlanta Falcons. But, hey, it's crazy to me because, they keep losing, and Dak keeps just blowing up the stat sheet, like 500-yard passing games week in and week out. But the defense is terrible. So, they got to figure it out.
What's the temperature in the city, man? You're right in the heart of Texas, man. Like, you're right by the Lone Star, right by the big Jerry World.
I mean, I live with a guy who is an avid Cowboys fan. They all still support the team. They all know that division is up for grabs. I don't think people are giving up yet because the turnouts are there every week. They expect to win. Cowboys Nation is humongous. It spans across the nation as well as other countries. Like, they're everywhere. The city's not happy, of course, because of the losses. But like I said, I feel like the feeling is that it's just going to come down to them in Philly. Unless the Giants somehow go on a run, or Washington.
They won't.
Or Washington somehow snaps back with their new quarterback, Kyle Allen, a man who went 1-7 down the stretch after winning 4 games in a row last year in Carolina.
He also went to college. I meant to high school out here.
Yeah, it was either Desert or Red, one of those mountains.
Right? Yeah, I think Desert Mountain. Yeah.
Yeah. Well. We'll see what happens. Poor Dwayne Haskins got demoted, like super demoted to third string. I don't know if you saw that.
That's just a slap in the face, man. Not only your first-round quarterback, you got demoted, but you got demoted to the third string.
You got demoted, and you got put beneath a guy who, I love comeback stories. Props to Alex Smith. He's been around for so long. He's gone through so much. In the beginning of his career, finally bouncing back, and then now having this horrible leg injury, which almost cost him a limb. Now he's second string, So if Kyle Allen don't get it done, maybe you see Alex Smith. I don't know. Wacky NFC East. What?
Alex Smith once played in the Fiesta Bowl against the Pittsburgh Panthers. I think he was walking around Arizona Mills Mall.
He did. I think the Pittsburgh. Was that who they played?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh.
Urban Meyer and Alex Smith in the Fiesta Bowl.
Yeah, and you said he walked around the Fiesta Mall.
Maybe it was Arizona Mills. It was some kind of mall, probably.
Yeah, one time we saw T. Martin in the mall. No one's going to know who T. Martin is anymore.
If you know who T. Martin is, give yourself a Bros for Elbow buck.
A pat on the back.
Yeah.
Those like Patty's Bucks. They have those on Sunday in Philadelphia. There's an episode where you get Patty's Bucks. It's like a Dave and Buster's power card, except for it doesn't.
What about Shroot Buck?
Shroot Buck? Who's that?
Dwight Schrute.
Dwight King. Oh yeah, Fruit Bucks. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what that has to do with me, but yeah.
I don't know, man.
Let's see. Overall, the NFL. Do you think that we're going to get? I know this isn't wrestling related yet, but we're just getting this off real quick. Do you think we're going to get any pauses in the season? It seems like they're still pushing along. Couple postponements. Cam Newton got the virus. Now Stephon Gilmore has the virus. Two new.
What's up with the Titans and the Patriots? Basically, the only two teams that have outbreaks.
Well, the Patriots haven't had an outbreak. I guess Cam was the only one that had it at first, and now Stephon Gilmore has it. Hopefully, he's also asymptomatic because Cam is. You know, it's just something you can't see a virus, so you can get it anywhere. You know, Cam could have been like at the grocery store or something and touched an apple or something. I don't know. As far as Stephon Gilmore, you know, you just have to wait it out and see. Hopefully, they don't get too many more positive tests. You wouldn't think the Patriots, especially with the discipline they have. The Titans just seem to be not caring. It's like they're just not following the rules, or I don't know. Maybe they're just throwing out too much. I'm not really sure what's going on there.
It's crazy. There's no bubble, man. At least, there's no bubble. So it's like, I can't believe, like, well, I guess college football's had some cancellations too. Like Notre Dame had some cancellations or some postponements. So I don't know, man. It's just bound to happen. There's too many people 54 men on the roster, plus all the coaches, plus practice squad players. This is like, there's so many bodies like to keep track of. It's almost. I'd be shocked if there's not like at least like one Sunday where we wake up and like all the games are canceled just for like a week or something. Like put like everyone on bye week for 2 weeks. It wouldn't surprise me.
That's what I was thinking. I mean, because you can always adjust your season. You can finish the games later. You can extend it a little more. You can have the Super Bowl at the end of February as opposed to the beginning. Doesn't really matter. We're in the pandemic. You know, we're still in it despite an election coming up in a month, and that seems to be what they're focused on more so now than fighting the virus. You know, the POTUS had the virus. He downplayed it. You know.
What was that like, man? That was Friday morning. Did you wake up and hear that news?
I don't remember. I got 2 alerts, one from CNN, one from some other news, and I just was like, okay, and he got treated. He left the hospital to take a motorcade out to wave to his people, and then he left the hospital, and now he's back at home. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, there's people that said he didn't have it, and it was just like part of the election. I don't know, man.
It's crazy, man. But like, when I first heard it, I thought he might be faking it, but then like his whole staff got it too. So like, why would you have your whole staff get it too?
Just like why would just like they thought it was all the other conspiracies about it, but like why would it be global? You know, if we created it here in the U.S. or however it happened, when they were like, oh, it was created by the U.S. for whatever reason or whatever. It's obviously not fake. It's not a hoax. It's real. Whether the numbers are real or not, I don't know, but it obviously is a true thing. I mean, people keep getting it or testing positive for it. So we're going to still be dealing with it probably into the new year. And that's just my take on it from here. Like, I don't really know what else to say about it anymore. You know, I'm just like, dude, this thing was supposed to go away in April. It's October.
Yeah, right. I didn't think April, man, but I definitely thought like June. I really thought like June, like, hey, man, everything's just going to be back to normal. Everything's open back up. Summer's going to be cool again and la-di-da. But not so much. Yeah, it's definitely going to go through the holidays, man, at least. And then I have no idea what's going to happen.
I just wonder if we're just going to have to live with it or what. Like, I feel like that's what's going to happen because states are opening up more. Restaurants, bars.
Is Texas all the way open, or what's going on in Texas?
No. Supposedly Florida's going to be all the way open soon, though. That's the first state I heard. They told the Miami Dolphins that they could fill their stadium to capacity, and the owners were like, "Nah, we'll just keep it at whatever they have it at right now." So, Florida,
why are you so aggressive? Why is Florida so aggressive?
I don't know. I guess the people in whatever their political officials are all against it. I just don't know. You know, it's so much uncertainty, but I guess the show must go on, right? They've had 2 different promotions wrestling in Florida for the entirety of this virus with a couple outbreaks, people being sidelined, people having to be quarantined, you know. Football's happening. The NBA finals are happening in Florida. Everything's happening in Florida. So why not? You know, just fight through it. I don't know what that sound was. Hopefully it wasn't a bad sound. But
that was my alarm system. Someone's going outside to have a smoke break or something.
Gotcha. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the future months hold. But they'll probably be much like these last few months, just kind of normal. Not really. Everyone has a face covering. Some people have Louis Vuitton face coverings. Some people have medical face coverings. It's part of life, right?
Man, it's the new normal, man. I hate that phrase, but it is what it is. Yeah, people are gonna wear.
It is.
Yeah. Do you have to wear a face covering at work or?
All day, all the time. Yep. Has to be on. I'm pretty sure it's unhealthy. Like, I don't think you're supposed to breathe into a mask for that long. Surgeons wear them during surgery and doctors and whatnot, but I don't think the normal working person is supposed to wear a mask for that much time. I think if you're just an American who has like a 9 to 5 or something or whatever, you go out, you put your mask on, but like us standing in the restaurant, we have to wear it all day. And it's like, wow.
Is it because like you're moving around so much and you're by the kitchen, it's like hot and stuff, or
you're moving around, it's uncomfortable. A lot of people I work with are like, oh, it's cool. I'm like, I don't like it. I like having my face exposed.
Wait, why is it cool? Why is it cool?
They don't mind it. They just accept it.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't accept it. I don't like it. But I do it because I know it's for the greater good. Shout out to the Messiah of Monday nights.
Seth Rollins is a pro-masker.
Pro-masker, yes. So we'll see. Maybe we won't have to wear them for too much longer, but I don't know. I feel like they're just going to make us wear them for the rest of the time. I don't know.
That'd be crazy, man. But I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Like any twist or turn that happens in 2020 is not going to surprise me, especially with the election in like 25 days away from the election. So I know some more crazy twists and turns are going to happen in this 2020 saga.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Craziest year we've ever lived through by far.
Definitely. The finals game. Have you been watching the finals? The NBA finals, obviously.
Man, poor Goran Dragic, man. That kind of ruined the Heat's chances totally. Because I think the Lakers are beatable, man. Because their bench is like Dwight Howard and Rajon Rondo. It's like this is 2010.
Rajon Rondo, I think, is a starter, and he's been playing really well, actually.
I can't believe it, man.
They both have been, to be honest with you. I mean, Dwight does what he needs to do. He's not going to give you like 20 and 10 anymore. He'll just get a lot of blocks and get some rebounds and stuff like that. The Lakers are just big. AD is great. LeBron is great. Rondo's been playing great. And the bench is they're just doing what they need to do. They're just an older team. I mean,
I feel like they're so beatable, though. I feel like they
are beatable. But I want to see LeBron get another ring. I like LeBron. No one likes LeBron, but like me, everyone's like anti-LeBron. They call him a baby, whatever. I think what he's doing is great, and I think it's going to happen for Kobe and Giannis. So. But the Lakers are definitely beatable. I mean, the Heat beat them already once. And that was without Goran or Bam. So
yeah, it's crazy.
They could maybe get one more out. But, the Lakers should be looking for the kill tomorrow. They should be, so. Yeah,
I'd be shocked if it goes more than 6 games. But, man, it's a good fight. I like bubble basketball. It's good. I think the NBA did really good with that. And the playoffs were exciting. But, I think the finals are kind of just a bust because it's anticlimactic. Because the Heat just doesn't have Heat need to be at 100% strength to give the Lakers a run, and they're just not. So
right, Jimmy's playing well though. Jimmy Butler's doing a lot.
He's doing all he can, man. Yeah. What about Tyler Hero?
He's he had his shine. He's young. He's not even 21 yet. So
it's crazy, man.
The Heat aren't going anywhere. Obviously, next season I think the NBA is going to be a lot different. KD is going to be back. Kyrie's.
When are they going to start their season though? They usually start in October.
I think the draft's going to happen in November, December, and then they'll start probably in January. I don't know.
That makes sense. Yeah.
They're moving.
Will they go back to a bubble, or will they do like 2 bubbles, maybe an Eastern Conference bubble and a Western Conference bubble?
They talked about it, but we'll see. I don't know. Just depends on how everything goes with Corona. Corona is really just controlling everything still. So
yeah, it's setting the narrative.
Yeah. So
did you play the new NBA 2K?
I have it. I own it.
You own it?
Yeah.
Have you started a season or started just playing friendlies?
It's fun. They changed the shot meter, but it's still fun. It looks really sick on the next gens. like the
I saw that,
PS5
man.
and the Series X, I guess, which I guess the Xbox is coming out. I didn't hear any advertisements until all of a sudden Taco Bell was like in there for a chance to win the Xbox, and then
I saw that commercial.
I saw a trailer for NBA 2K21 on the net. I think it was the PS5. It just looks real. They just look real.
When does that come out in November?
Everything comes out next month. I think like November 12th
crazy.
is the PlayStation 5, and maybe November 5th or 6th is the Xbox. So
how many dollars?
500 from 4 or 500. I think you can get like the PlayStation. There's some different digital is like 3 maybe. Or 4.
Oh yeah, Xbox coming out with those two. Yes, no games, like no hard drive. You just play everything like digital or something.
I wouldn't trust that.
I wouldn't trust that either. What if I have a crappy internet connection for my Zoom call and
I'll get a hard an actual console.
Will you wait till it goes up to 350?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait because I'm gonna let the bugs come out.
That's true, man. It always comes out with bugs right the jump. People get the first couple like months actually. That was like buggy.
And I don't know which one I want. I don't know. I've been thinking about switching to the PlayStation, but the Xbox.
Me too, man. I've been thinking about PlayStation. Yeah, I've had Xbox since 360. Yeah, man. So I was kind of riding with it.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. The PlayStation 5 seems cool. They both seem cool. I've heard more about PlayStation 5, so I'm like, maybe I should switch it up just to switch it up, you know?
Yeah, true.
So I'm thinking about it. We'll see. I guess we should talk wrestling since that's what the show's supposed to be about.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You're not gonna talk about your trash fantasy football team?
I won, didn't I?
Wait, you won? Okay,
sure.
Someone's 0-4 in the league. Oh, you're one. Okay, you're on the comeback trail then. My bad. I should have talked about it last week then when you were 0-3.
You definitely should have taken your time. Now we're bouncing back. I mean, postponements and cancellations are just messing up my season. Plus, I wasn't involved in my own draft. You know, I
think only 2 people were like involved in me and some other dude. I mean, me, some other dude, and that one girl was in the draft. And that was
the Stone Cold Killer.
Yeah, man, chick. She's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know who she is. I still don't know who she is. She's a mystery.
Yeah, she's a mystery. It's like a mystery assassin or something.
Yeah, but no, I'm keeping up with my team now. I mean, I have a solid team. It's just gotta.
Do you have a work team? You have a work team or any other team? A friendly a Texas team? No, this is all it? All the chips are in this?
All the chips are in this league. So I got to bounce back. Got to get in there. I don't know. The commissioner wasn't even at his own draft. So, I mean.
The commissioner's been lost in the woods. He's like Roger Goodell, just taking off. And, all right, season start. You can take my vacation.
Where's Roger Goodell at right now?
That's a good point, actually. True. In real life, I haven't seen it. No, man.
Oh, wow. That is insane. That's crazy.
Shout outs to our producer, man. Also our producer, also our commissioner of our fantasy league.
Yeah, he's pulling double duty, man. He's doing this thing. But yeah, wrestling. So let's see. How do we want to do? I'm guessing you didn't watch anything in the last week.
I'm telling you, man. I gave wrestling had its chance. It had this little window like open right when coronavirus started, and they could have gave me good stuff. They gave me a good WrestleMania. AEW gave me some good episodes, and then kind of tailed off. NBA came back. Baseball came back. NBA came back. Now college football came back. And then freaking NFL came back now. Come on, you really need to step up your game, AEW and WWE and NXT.
But you're wearing an elite shirt right now.
I'm turning heel, man. I'm turning heel.
you're elite right now. Where'd you get that? Where's my shirt?
Where's your Young Bucks shirt, man?
It's actually in the laundry.
Okay.
I don't even know if the elite is a thing anymore. I think they broke up. I think it's
That's
right.
true, man. I think it's something else, man. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I've tried to give. Yeah, I didn't watch TakeOver. I know Finn Balor got his jaw broken or something, but
they both got hurt. Yeah, he broke.
They both got hurt. I don't know what happened with Gargano and Damian Priest.
He didn't win.
All right.
Priest retained. Elo Shirai retained. Ember Moon has come back, and Toni Storm is coming back, or she's back, and they're both.
Are they both back in NXT?
Yep. Ember Moon was like.
I like Ember Moon in NXT. That's a good move.
Yeah, she's got like a kind of a new look. She's got like a mohawk now. She's got like some cool ring gear. She looked good. She wrestled tonight in the main event. It was like a tag match. It's like her and Rhea Ripley versus Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. It was a good match. What else happened? So TakeOver, I guess. We'll do that first. I
Yeah.
told you Gargano lost, Candice LeRae lost. Then once LeRae lost, so no gold for either of them.
Ouch.
Watch out for the draft. They might end up on the main roster somewhere.
I forgot about the draft. Damn.
That's on Friday. Once LeRae lost, Shirai was in the ring celebrating, and then basically Toni Storm did the video. She did like a Zoom call, basically. She did a video saying she would be back. And then
she got good internet connection. That must be nice.
Yeah, exactly. And then they showed like these video vignettes they've been showing of someone riding a motorcycle, and Ember Moon's the one on the motorcycle, so she's back.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, what else happened at TakeOver?
So she had a better re-debut than Carmella?
Why does everyone hate Carmella's re-debut?
I don't know why. I didn't see it, man. She looked different now or something? She has new hair or new ring gear? Yeah, what's her...
Well, she doesn't have ring gear yet. She basically, they've been doing these video packages. She's blonde. Her hair's totally blonde now. She's wearing a nice skirt. She looks really good.
Shout out to Corey Graves.
Yeah, and she's just talking about like not being the Staten Island princess anymore. She says she's better than everyone. And she's back. And then I guess people are mad. I don't know what they're saying on Twitter about it or social media, but they're kind of saying it's like Emelina. But she's like, y'all don't have any idea what's going on, so we'll see.
A little bit of like the re-debut of Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan is basically back to being Liv Morgan.
I'm saying, will she be back to the Staten Island princess in a couple months?
Maybe. I don't know. Only time will tell with these storylines. WWE is just throwing whatever to the wall to see what sticks. Raw Underground might already be done. I don't know. They haven't had it for 2 weeks.
Been like off. Yeah, they haven't had it for 2 weeks, I've heard.
Mm-hmm. No.
What's Shane O'Mac doing? He lost in the Underground?
He's not. He's probably so. But, TakeOver was actually good. All the matches were really good. They did this cool angle with Ridge Holland. I don't even know if you know who that is. He's a guy that was, I think, in UK or wherever he was, but they brought him over to NXT. He's been beating people up. He beat up Adam Cole. After the match, Finn Balor and Kyle O'Reilly were like shaking hands, and then you just see this big dude, Ridge Holland, with Adam Cole draped over his shoulder, all beat up, and he just like throws him to the Undisputed Era. But then tonight, on the first live NXT Wednesday, I guess it was live, he had a bad spot, and he basically like snapped his ankle. So,
like for real, or like was a...
No, it was for real. Like they had to do the X's, and then they had to put him in the air cast and like stretcher him out. So it was a serious injury.
Did anyone beat him up on the stretcher?
No, it was
so
real.
Probably really, yeah.
No, there's a picture of it on Cage Side. It shows it doesn't look good.
The bones poking through. Poking through the skin.
No, it just looks like it's broken. So hopefully speedy recovery for him, because it looked like he was going to be in a pretty big storyline with like the Undisputed Era.
Dexter Lumis is back?
He is. He's back taunting people. I don't know what he's up to. Yeah, sleep on that.
Is the Undisputed Era going to turn face? Or are they going to split up?
Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole were supposed to turn face, and the other two were going to stay heel. I don't really know. Now we don't know. I don't know how that story is going to unfold, because I think the guy they had in the middle of it just got hurt. So kind of shuffle that around.
Any word on Adam Cole's contract? Are you still with NXT? Are you going to go to AEW?
Well, August is come and gone, so he's clearly still there. I'm pretty sure he's re-signed or whatever. He's still there. He was in that, he's the one that was sacrificial code. So I think they're still together. I think for now, I don't know. We'll see what they develop with the Undisputed Era. They've had their time, they had their run. So I guess now we're just waiting. Will
they get drafted all on?
They could. Monday? They might have to move. They might have to do that now. I don't know. I don't know what Ridge Holland's injury is, and it just looked bad. So we'll see.
What else do they have to do in NXT?
They don't have to do anything. There's nothing for them to do besides draw ratings. So it's like you can stay there and keep doing your thing, or you can go up to the big leagues, as they call them. But I think all three of those promotions are on the same playing field right now.
Feels like it, man. Feels like Raw and SmackDown are coming down, and then AEW and NXT are coming up. So it's kind of like they're going to meet in the middle somehow.
Yeah, AEW always gives me good stuff. Some of the stuff I'm like, what was that all about? But they typically put on a good 2-hour show. They did 30 years of Jericho today, so that was cool. I guess he had
It was like a dedication to Chris Jericho.
30-year anniversary of Jericho. It was all Jericho.
That's crazy. He came in 1990. Wow.
Yeah, I guess.
1990.
Yeah, for real. That's crazy. But yeah, I like what NXT and AEW do weekly. I know that most of the internet hates what they do, but I don't know. I just in the pandemic, I mean, with given very, the resources they have, I've been impressed with what they've done overall.
Which do you watch first on Wednesday or Thursday?
I just flip back and forth between
Okay.
commercials. I don't really probably AEW because they're newer. And then, I'll see what's happening in NXT. And then based on what segment they're on, I'll decide. And I'll just go back and forth during commercials. Because
you're really living the Wednesday Night War right on the front line.
If I'm home, yeah, I got to.
Yeah.
See what they're doing, see the storylines. I've been probably watching more AEW. I don't always watch NXT. I usually just watch the takeovers. Because I don't ever watch the AEW pay-per-views because I don't want to pay for them.
Yeah, true. No. What's going on in AEW? They're having a tournament. Hangman Page is involved. He released a press release.
Yeah, so there was this rub, Omega and Hangman split up.
Finally.
There was something on Being the Elite, the webisodes, that was saying how Kenny Omega was in the tournament and Hangman was not on the latest episode of Being the Elite, which is also on YouTube, just like us. But kept saying that, and then tonight it was announced, I guess he's on it, or today, or sometime recently. So he put out this press release just saying how he was going to prepare for it. It's pretty funny. I sent you the picture of it. It's pretty funny.
That's pretty funny, man.
He's going to stop drinking every day and go to once a day. He's going to pray that he doesn't have to fight Warlow first because he's got man tits or something. I don't know. So,
he said something about he was yelling something as a child, and it was 2 minutes of it, audible talking and then silence. It was that was pretty funny.
Oh, that was hilarious. I guess someone recorded this, or he recorded it and put it down.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
What else? You said AEW. So they have that going on for a new number one contender. Cody Rhodes won back the TNT title in the dog collar match tonight. It looked pretty good.
Wow. Luke Harper went out like that?
You mean Brody Lee? Yeah.
Sorry, Luke Harper. I'm sorry, Brody Lee.
It was pretty vicious. Both of them were bleeding from very early on in the match. Arn Anderson gave a spine buster to a Dark Order underling.
God damn, Arn Anderson still giving spine busters to people?
He hasn't done that. He hasn't done any wrestling, but I guess in the match tonight, he was trying to protect Cody. Someone tried to get involved. Spine buster. And then he got
Oh, my God. Did his knees or back fall apart? That's amazing.
No, but it was awesome to see that, just to have that
damn, I want to go watch that just to see that.
Just to have his spine busters from back in the day. Pretty nasty match with the dog collar. And Cody, I guess, came out on top. He wrapped the dog collar around the head of Brody Lee and then did the crossroads. And then
damn.
Go back, and now he fights Orange Cassidy next week for the title, or he's defending it. So
how's Orange Cassidy been doing, man, since he had his push with Jericho?
Good. He's getting the title shot. So yeah, he's freshly squeezed. So they're good. The tag scene is good. FTR is the tag champs. The Young Bucks seem to be going back to the old Young Bucks, the heel guys who just super kick everyone. They had a spot on Being the Elite this week where they were basically saying how it was I don't even know which one's which, though. So I don't know which one's Matt and I don't know which one's Nick. But the one with the darker hair
that's Matt. I think that's Matt.
Right? Yeah, that is.
Yeah, longer hair has Nick. Wait, I really hope we don't get called out on this.
No, I'm pretty sure Matt's the one with the brown hair. So he's sitting there and he's just and Nick's talking, but you can't see Nick, and Nick's just blah, 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 blah. They're talking about being the elite, and he's people want to see us do their little vlogs. People want to see the vlogs. People want to see the vlogs, this and that. The Dark Order's over. 50 for 50 plus is over. Da, 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 da. And then you just see Matt is sending this text. He's talking to Tony Khan. And he's like, hey, I just sent you $50,000. And he's like, shit's about to get really ugly around here. He basically said, we're tired of being nice. Da, 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 da. Tony's like, you can't just go super kicking people. He's like, it's too late. Things are just going to get out of hand. It's going to get real ugly, real weird, real weird.
So So like prepaying his fine or something? They're saying
Exactly. Yes. You sent
okay.
$50,000 and said it might have even been like no, it was 50. I was gonna say like 500,000, but I don't think it was 500,000. It was like 50. So
That's hilarious.
kicks from those guys.
I like the heel Young Bucks coming back.
No,
Yeah, I
I
think they're
do
two babyface at the start of the promotion, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I need to see them get over. Well, not get over, but I just want to see the heel version of them. That was the Young Bucks I always like, just kicking everyone in the face. Everyone, doesn't matter who you are. Could be a child, could be a fan, could be you. I don't know. Could be me.
It's been I think AEW Dynamite's been on for like a year now.
Yeah,
debuted last October. Yeah,
the anniversary I think is next week, I believe.
Ooh. Are they doing anything crazy special for that or no?
Couple title matches. Yeah, so should be good. But a year ago there were fans, and just imagine if we didn't go through this, what it would be like, what the wars would be like.
That's true, man. They kind of killed both of their momentums a little bit. I mean, right in March is like kind of picking up. I think they said they'd done more COVID episodes than regular fan episodes already.
They have.
I mean, and you separate. That's crazy because they had really good fan. Like wherever they went, they had really good fans.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping they would come to Arizona so I could go see one.
They would have got around to it because they either came to Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
I think they did. Yeah, I think that was one of the last shows before everything happened.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, AEW they continue to impress. I mean, when you got guys like Chris Jericho over there, and then all the guys behind the scenes, and you got the minds of like the Young Bucks, Cody, and Omega. They're making the best of a crappy situation, I feel like. So we'll just.
What about the best man?
Miro?
Yeah.
He's around too. I guess he's cool with Kip Sabian. They're going to be in tag action next week, so we'll see the new look Miro. I don't think I've seen him yet wrestling. I've seen him on Being the Elite, and obviously on all the social media.
He's on Being Elite?
Anyone that's in AEW can appear on Being the Elite at any time. So, yeah.
Nice.
They've had him. They've had Kip Sabian. They had the Best Friend's mom. They've had Private Party on there. They've had Jake Roberts, I think, was on there once, maybe. That could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Any member of the Inner Circle could be on there at any time, too. So, yeah, for AEW, you can be on the show.
Nice.
Let's see what's going on. What else is going on there? I think that's it. John Moxley's defending the title against that Lance Archer guy. Finally, they were supposed to have a title match, but I guess Archer got corona, so set up. Yeah.
What's going on Monday and Tuesdays? Well, not Monday and Tuesday. Monday and Fridays. Which one you want to talk about first? Raw or SmackDown? Which one?
Tuesday technically counts, but no one watches Impact. But
damn, that's a low bloat Impact.
Well, I mean, Impact's actually good. I don't know any of the wrestlers besides the veterans, but they've got some cool stories. Heath Slater's trying to get a contract. I'm sure he already has one. Eric Young's a champion. He's been fighting with Rich Swann. They got some cool guys that I've never heard of. And EC3 is running around telling people to control the narrative. But we can go to Friday first, I guess, since it's closer in time. I don't know. Roman Reigns felt disrespected. He feels like whichever Uso he's feuding with right now didn't call him the tribal chief. So that led to, basically him calling that guy out. I don't know if it's Jimmy or Jay. That's terrible. I should know.
I think he's wrestled. Yeah, I'm trying to think who wrestled last, but one of them.
One's hurt, one's not. So the one that's not hurt, he obviously beat him up real bad at Clash, but he couldn't get him to say that he was the chief, which led the other brother to come out and call him the chief. But since the one that was in the match didn't call him the chief, he basically was like, look, man, I'm the chief, but I'm going to give you another match. It's going to be super high stakes, whatever that means. I don't know. It's going to be a Hell in the Cell. And he told him he shouldn't accept the match because the consequences could be dire. It was really well delivered by Roman. This heel Roman Reigns is really awesome. He just keeps doing what he has to do. Like Paul Heyman will be talking and then he'll just take the mic from him. It's not like Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. So,
I was gonna say, yeah. How does Paul Heyman talk on his behalf at all, or is mostly
He does.
Roman?
He does,
Yeah.
but not as much as he did for Brock. Like Roman will interrupt and speak more. So I think that's cool. Again, to see this real development of this heel Roman Reigns, and it's still slow developing, but it's there. So I think that's really awesome. Plus this whole tribal chief thing, I think that's a cool moniker for, him as opposed to the big
Yeah.
dog. So just puts the stamp on the whole angle, at least until they can get, maybe back to maybe having fans, or maybe this was their plan all along. I don't really know.
Yeah.
So we're going to see another match between those two at Hell in a Cell. Probably just going to be a Hell in a Cell match where he'll probably beat him up even worse, I would assume.
Damn, that's be crazy.
Yeah, and then the draft is on Friday. Well, the first day of the draft is on Friday, so it could be some people moving around. What else is going on? Oh, this is still the Money in the Bank holder.
John Morrison and Miz have not stolen his contract yet?
No, they've been trying, but they've been failing. They kind of moved away from the Otis and Mandy storyline because she got moved to Raw. I don't know if you saw that. And neither one of them talks about the other one anymore.
Is there an explanation for that? Just
on the internet, it just said they were in a long distance relationship. That's it. Yeah.
AEW. All right.
Okay.
Bailey and Sasha Banks is fire, or
that's fire, but they're like rushing it. They're gonna have a match on Friday.
That's gotta end in shenanigans. They can't do it. They gotta push it off to Hell in the Cell somehow, I assume.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. But yeah, they're gonna have a match on Friday night for the title. Bailey or Sasha was in the ring. She cut a good Sasha promo, basically just saying she's gonna win. She still got the neck brace, but then she took the neck brace off, but she was still holding her neck. So I feel like something will happen. Either Sasha will get attacked, or maybe Bailey gets herself counted out. But I don't think this feud will just end that fast.
Is anyone else involved, or is just those two? Mono?
It's just them two. Them two. Heads up.
So no outside interference. Unless someone comes back, I don't know. Unless Charlotte Flair comes back on Friday.
Maybe that could happen, or Rousey, but I doubt it. I mean, there's a draft still, crazy. So yeah, that would be crazy. That
could be an all-time draft moment if they play it right, but I don't know.
It could be. So there's going to be, a lot of.
Are they hyping up the draft? Or are they going to actually do a draft? Or are this going to be like just read the names and?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, I hope they do something cool. They've just been punting on the draft every time. It feels like it's no big surprises.
Yeah, no. I feel like we missed the good draft days. Probably. I don't know.
Yeah, like when John Cena switched brand or something, that was really hyped. Draft mode, like when Undertaker got drafted to a new brand, that was really hyped. But I only see that on highlights from old draft. I don't remember any recent draft highlights. Some AJ Styles, I think, moved one time. That was it.
That's not a lot to show for it.
Yeah. They need to do some crazy swerve or something. I guess they could do something with NXT if they get that involved.
I think they probably will.
Yeah, make it a 3-team draft or something on Friday. Just swerve everyone. NXT, the first pick goes to, then NXT music plays or something.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you should take notes, Paul, if you're listening. I don't know if you are still.
I probably quit after he took off a month and then came back with a shoddy zooming.
Probably. Sorry, Paul.
Sorry, Paul. Let you down. Got to win back your heart.
Sami Zayn is your undisputed Intercontinental Champion and Savior of the World. That's also happening. So
he's still a heel?
Yeah, of course he's still a heel. He's a great heel. He's what's his name? What's his nickname? Not the Artist Collective. I forget. It doesn't matter.
Is he feuding with Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles?
Both of those guys. He just beat Jeff Hardy on Friday to retain the title. AJ Styles could get moved to Raw, maybe. I don't know. He doesn't like Paul Heyman, so we'll see what happens there.
Is that really true, or is that just blown up?
It's probably blown up a little bit, but I mean, AJ Styles went on his Twitch and basically said Paul Heyman's the reason, or lied to him about Gallows and Anderson getting released. And then ever since then, he was just like, I just don't like that he's a liar. So, AJ Styles is still a professional, but he doesn't really care for the dude. But, that's wrestling for you, that backstage politics. So,
Yeah.
See what happens. Keep our eyes peeled. I'm trying to think of anything else major. We covered the women on SmackDown. Same thing. Like we touched on the Carmelo.
Lexus Bliss and the Fiend.
Oh,
Is that a romantic relationship, or is that just like a?
it just seems like a mind control relationship, right? I mean,
Yeah.
there's no love story there. She's obsessed with him. He somehow took over her mind. She's changed her look a little bit. She goes in and out of these trances where, she's normal and then she just like snaps off. And so I don't know. I like it, but I got to see what the end game is for it.
I was going to ask, is the end game is he forms like a faction, or is like the Fiend family, like the Wyatt family, or is he gonna? But what is the end game if he just recruits Alexa Bliss? Like, why would he just?
I think they would add more people, at least one or two more. So we just got to wait and see who those people are and like how they present them, I guess. But that could be cool. I've always liked Bray Wyatt. Despite them stopping and starting his pushes all the time. I'll never understand why they put the belt on him for 1 week. They should have just had Braun keep it and just let Roman beat Braun, but whatever.
That was confusing.
I like the storyline with Alexa and Bray and The Fiend. They've gotten Kevin Owens involved somehow. So cross-branding, The Fiend can beat up anyone at any time, I guess, and he's got a new underling. So we'll see if they get anyone else in, or maybe like someone comes back from injury. I don't know. Maybe someone that we forgot about. So
yeah, that's very possible.
Yeah. But yeah, that one's a good one too. Alexa's playing it pretty well. So
is SmackDown better than Raw right now? Or
that's what oh yeah, I would think so. I would agree. Just the tribal chief thing. Just by what?
Just by your review, it seems like you're more hyped about it. But I guess we haven't heard the review of Raw, but SmackDown's got a lot of good points right now.
It is. It just seems like they just have a lot. I guess their storylines are more intriguing. I don't know. Raw's not doing anything terrible, but I feel like SmackDown's just, you're seeing this new Roman Reigns character. You have The Fiend. You got Alexa Bliss. You got the Intercontinental Championship. That title scene is hot. The Artist Collective, which is Shinsuke and Cesaro, are continually winning, defending their titles. So it just seems like SmackDown has more to offer. You have a new redebuting Carmella, so we'll see how they present that character. I always like redebuts, so shout out Corey Graves. So the sky's kind of the limit. And then you have the draft coming up, so we'll see who gets moved where and like what that does for whoever ends up on Friday nights.
I see who wins the draft. Is it draft so it's Friday and Monday, I'm guessing?
Starts the first, however they call it, maybe rounds is on Friday, and then Monday is So
gotcha.
We'll see.
So what is going on Mondays? What's going on? What's the best storyline from Monday? Is it Rollins? Is it McIntyre? Is it something else?
All of them are equally interesting. So we'll go with, I guess, the Rollins thing. I don't know why they're still feuding with the Mysterio family. I'm guessing that's pandemic related. Maybe, I don't know. This is still going on. It's gone from just Rey Mysterio to Rey Mysterio and Dominic to Rey Mysterio, Dominic, Rey's wife, and now his daughter, Aaliyah. Buddy Murphy and Aaliyah have some sort of a love relationship going on. Murph and Rollins, I'm pretty sure they broke up on Monday. There was just like a lot of kendo sticking involved, and Aaliyah coming to the aid of Murph, and the family coming out confused as to why she's like trying to help him, and she's portraying this misunderstood girl who's 19 years old, because they want you to know that she's 19. I just don't know why this storyline's still going to this day.
Yeah, was it Murph trying to infiltrate the Mysterio family? Is it Aaliyah turning on the Mysterio family? And who does Rollins have? He doesn't have Buddy Murphy as his follower. Who else is following him?
He has no one now. I mean, Austin Theory went back to NXT, and then the AOP was released. So,
so what's the plan for Rollins?
Just to continue to be the Messiah. I don't know.
The Messiah of no followers.
He'll find a new follower. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, they could go back and forth. Murphy could ultimately succumb to his leader. I don't know. I mean, the story is cool. I just don't know where they're going with it. Again,
Yeah.
It's just keeping Seth Rollins on TV, I think. It's giving Buddy Murphy some TV exposure. Dominic's getting some in-ring work. Humberto Carrillo, who I think will never get over, is also getting some TV in this because he's been teaming with Dominic to take on Rollins and Murphy. So
forgot about that dude, that Power Ranger looking mother.
You think? Yeah, I guess he does look like Jason. Okay. Oh, but
He used to have a Power Ranger outfit back in the day. I don't know if he still has that.
Oh, I don't know. No, I don't think it's a Power Ranger outfit.
Gotcha.
What else is going on in
Retribution.
Raw? Well, I was going to wait for that, but that's fine.
Oh, sorry. That's the big. Okay, well, anyway, sorry. Okay, you go. Drew McIntyre, what's he doing?
Kicking Randy Orton in the face as much as possible.
That's another storyline that seems like be dragging.
I think it's because they're probably waiting to get fans to move into new stores. I don't know.
But you really can't. You don't have time to buy when you have a weekly show every Monday or Friday. You have to give out your best material because you can't really buy time because people are going to leave and not come back.
No, I don't know. Maybe they're just waiting. They're trying to set up this Edge feud, but Edge is still recovering and it's taking longer. So he'll probably be back for Mania. Orton will probably somehow be the champ. But anyway.
Damn, what do they do for Rumble this year?
I don't know. Probably McIntyre, Orton 5. I don't know. So basically, McIntyre, Orton have been feuding this whole time. Orton beat up all the legends that helped him not get the title at the last pay-per-view. He turned off the lights and he had on night vision goggles and just beat them all up. He told the story of how he beat them all up on Monday. Then Drew McIntyre showed up in that same Legends Lounge. It's called the Legends Lounge. It's just some backstage area where the legends hang out. It's not by the food tray anyway. So that's good. They fought a little bit. Orton challenged Mac to another match, a Hell in a Cell match. McIntyre accepted the Hell in a Cell match. So now in a couple weeks, they'll fight again. Orton did pin McIntyre in a 6-man. It was Orton and Rude and Ziggler versus the Street Profits and Mac. He had Mac with the RKO. He won. They were hyping that up that he pinned the champ. So I think that's the first time McIntyre's been pinned in months. So there's that.
But the thing is, even if Orton wins at Hell in a Cell, he's already lost so much before. He lost at SummerSlam. He lost at Clash of the Champions. I don't know if he did anything. Oh, he didn't do anything at Payback or Backlash or whatever. He faced Keith Lee. But he's already had, I don't know. Even if he wins at Hell in a Cell, it's going to be not a tainted victory, but I think it'll mean a lot less. And if he loses at Hell in a Cell, then what do you do for Randy Orton? Because he's gotten beaten so many times in a row by McIntyre. I think WWE's booked themselves in a corner here.
They probably have. We'll see what they do. I'm sure there'll be some sort of crazy plot twist that we don't see coming. So
come on, Vinnie Mac. What are you going to bring back Goldberg?
He still gets 2 more matches out of him, I think, or 4.
Yeah.
Some unnecessary number. I don't know. I just watch
The Undertaker.
Oh, Jesus, please don't. Don't put him in the main match. Just needs to do his 1 match at Mania. That's all we're waiting for. So there's that. That's going on. All the other little notes from Raw. Basically, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler are back. They defended their titles against the Riot Squad. They then proceeded to – before that match, they beat up Boat, which is Natalya and Lana. So Nia Jax –
what's up with these Raw tag teams, women's tag teams?
I don't know. You break up the Iconics, and then you have Boat, and now you have Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke. Yeah, trying to get some teams together for the tag titles. Someone's going to beat Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax eventually.
They'll probably beat themselves by just breaking up.
Yeah, I mean, they don't get along. They just have the titles together. That's it. So I don't know why they wouldn't just keep the Iconics together. I think Vince McMahon really wants to push Peyton Royce as a solo act, and it's her and Bianca Belair he likes a lot. So,
yeah, Bianca Belair, fresh she's on Raw.
Yeah, she gets video vignettes every week. She was doing some track racing last week. This week she did trivia. She basically dominates, and she's the EST of WWE. So we'll see. Plus her husband's doing really well. Longest reigning Raw Tag Champs. Still Raw Tag Champs. Beating Angel and Andrade 95 times. So
they have beaten them 95 times.
I think that feud's over. You'll probably see them take on Ziggler and Rude next. I think that's.
Oh gosh, Ziggler and Rude back together again. Were they ever together? That was a tag team, right?
I think they were the Raw Tag Team Champions once. Or maybe that was Ziggler and McIntyre. I don't know. But yeah, they were together. Faction. You got a lot of factions. So you got the Hurt. So you got the Hurt Business, which is still the same group, plus Cedric Alexander. They offered for any member of it's like Ali, Apollo Crews, Ricochet, to join again.
Why wouldn't those guys? Those three are doing nothing. Like, why wouldn't they join the Hurt Business?
I don't know. Ricochet could still join, I guess.
Is it a heel faction or is it like a tweener?
The Hurt Business is a heel faction.
I guess really Ricochet couldn't be a heel. Apollo Crews couldn't be a heel. How is Cedric Alexander as a heel? He seems too happy too.
He hasn't been around for like 2 of the last couple of. He was around right away when he went over there, and I haven't seen him. But he's good as a heel. He's healing it up. I think he was a heel in ROH at one point. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean he's doing it. MVP makes the group though. I mean he's the mouthpiece. He does all the talking. He's Lashley's just big and beats people up, and Shelton Benjamin is just a ridiculous athlete. So so it's been good. The Hurt Business stepped up to try to fight off Retribution. And that's been going on for like 3 weeks now. So
wouldn't that make, is that two heel factions going against each other with the Retribution faces?
No one's a face. Everyone's a bad guy or a tweener, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no fans to actually react, so it don't matter.
That's actually true. Yeah.
So they've been feuding for a couple weeks, but then Retribution had some exposure to Corona, so they weren't on TV. But then they come back this week. And MVP had offered that, he was like, one night only, any of y'all can join my crew, like Ali, Cruz, Ricochet. And then there was a tag match with like Ricochet and Cruz versus Lashley and Shelton Benjamin. I want to say the Hurt Business won again because they win every week. Ricochet was like, I passed, blah, 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 blah. So he passed on joining, which is probably bad for him. He's like, I'm not going out without a fight. They lose again. And then right after that, they do Ali versus MVP. Match is going on, and then Retribution hits the ring. And then the Hurt Business jump in the ring, and then Ali, sides with the Hurt Business, and they're like all back to back. And then Ali rolls out of the ring and goes and gets right in the face of I don't know the Retribution name, so I think it was Dominic Dijakovic and Dio Madden. Yeah, it was them two.
T-Bone and D-Dog. I don't know if that's really true.
I think it's Mace and T-Bar, but he just looks at him, and then he does like this grin, and then he turns around and tells them to get him, and then they take out the Hurt Business, and then you find out that Mustafa Ali is actually the leader of Retribution, and he has been this whole time. Or I don't know if it's been this whole time. It's probably whatever WWE decided.
I have no idea. This has been going on for like a month. It's been going on before SummerSlam, right? Retribution? I mean, what the? I mean...
Well, it makes... If you think about it overall, it makes sense, though. Like, the story itself. I know their names are dumb, and I know people don't like it, but the story makes sense. Like, anyone that's in that group probably just feels slighted. Like, if you look at Mia Yim, she's been in NXT for like a year or so. She's gotten the short end of the stick a lot. She hasn't won the win.
She's had her shots and she lost.
Yeah, she's had her shots and she lost.
Same with Dominic Dijakovic. He never could beat Keith Lee.
No, he couldn't beat Keith Lee. He couldn't beat Karrion Kross. And that's what Mustafa Ali was like tweeting out, because it said something like, why go after the company that pays you? And then he put, why not? And it just had pictures from all that. So it had like Dijakovic laid out by Karrion Kross. It had Mia Yim. I think someone had attacked her. Because they did it. I think it was when Candice LeRae turned heel. She was like the secret attacker of Mia Yim. Or it could have been Dakota Kai. It was one of them.
Yeah.
They had Shane Thorne. I guess there was a time when Shane Thorne was with MVP. I don't remember when that was. I don't know. I know Shane Thorne's been around for a while. He was in the tag team. His tag team partner left the company altogether, left wrestling. He's kind of been around. Been slighted. Dio Madden, they showed Dio Madden getting that 5 through the table. So, I mean, they all have the legitimate gripes with the company. Like, they've all been overlooked, overshadowed, whatever. They've all taken these pins. They've all felt like they should be bigger than they are. So now they're an angry anarchist group. And Mustafa Ali, and they showed Mustafa Ali when he was going for the briefcase and Brock Lesnar came out. So, like, if you look at the story, it all makes sense as to why all of them are doing what they're doing. Like, and that's the only story that they have right now. So we'll see. There's no explanation as to why Mustafa Ali is the leader. There's no one in the stands to say anything. So this is what you're going to get. And I mean, WWE is $1 billion company, so they don't really care, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, they don't care because they're going to still make money, but they have to care because you're just quality of product. It's like they've done this with like Nexus, they've done this with NWO. It feels like it's been done better.
Don't smite the NWO. NWO was cool.
I know, but Nexus and NWO are way cooler than Retribution. I feel like they've done like this kind of angle before, like recently too as well. I can't think of. Like where the faction rebels, and I don't know. It feels like I feel like they did so many missteps with this. Like it's hard they dug themselves a deep hole. And I just don't know. No matter who the leader is, no matter what the explanation is, I don't know if they could dig out of it. Which I'm curious they do, man, because they put themselves in a big hole. So I'm curious how the hell they fight their way out of this. So I guess that's an interesting perspective of it, but. I just don't. I'm not going to buy any Retribution gear or anything like.
I don't want any of the gear. I just want to see where they go with the story because it's not like they've only wrestled once. That match didn't end, so we'll just see. You know, we'll see what they do with it. What Mustafa Ali has to say, or if any of them are the other ones. It just seems like they're just anarchy. So,
shouldn't they be attacking Drew McIntyre and Asuka?
They should be.
Should be going to the big dogs instead of the Hurt Business?
They should be.
Did Retribution ever go to Raw Underground?
Nah, but Dio Madden was on there when.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
As a non-member, so I don't know.
Did Dio Madden fight in Raw Underground?
I just know he was there. If he did fight, he lost. So,
that dude's like so. Yeah, man. That's another one who's like been buried deep. He's just been so.
I'd never heard of him before he showed up as an announcer, so I didn't
That's
know who
true,
he was.
yeah. I think he was a pretty good announcer too. I mean, he's decent. I think he was getting better, and then it kind of sucks. He had the rug pulled out from under him.
Yeah, but I mean, Retribution could be set up as a team, as a faction that gets squashed by some people that come back. You never know with WWE. You don't know. You just gotta watch and see. There could be some big name that we don't see coming. They could do something stupid. Obviously, it hasn't delivered to most fans yet. So I just watch to see what's next week in and week out. Didn't see Mustafa Ali being the leader. Just didn't see that coming. So when it happened, I was like, oh, okay. And I know they've tried to push Mustafa Ali before. Like I think he was penciled in to win the title once, but he got hurt.
Yeah, instead of Kofi. Kofi Mania. We got Ali Mania, but we got Kofi Mania instead. Man. Yeah, they messed around with him for so long. Like, it's not really – he's not a strong character right now. So it's just like he's working from a hole too as well because he's just kind of a laughing stock because they've treated him so shitty since Kofi Mania. They haven't really done anything with him since then, but they had shots to do something with him. So – I don't know, man. Yeah, I guess it couldn't hurt because they weren't going to do anything anyway with them. So might as well take a Hail Mary pass here.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens on Monday with that. Again, the draft, new angles could develop. I think the Hurt Business will probably stay on Raw, and they'll probably
Can you draft Retribution?
I think you can. I mean, you can. They're superstars.
Would they listen? Would they listen to them?
I don't know. I mean, MVP was saying, like, when he was offering for anyone to join the Hurt Business, he was like, whether you're on Raw or SmackDown, if you're in the business, you're in the business. It doesn't matter. So, I mean, clearly WWE is not going to follow all their brand separation rules. They haven't been. I mean, Braun Strowman's been on Raw for like 2 or 3 weeks on Underground. He was in an unsanctioned match with Keith Lee where they did like some pretty cool spots. So that's probably going to be a house fight feud for a while. Kevin Owens has been on Raw and SmackDown. I don't know. I think Retribution is going to probably stay on Raw. The 2 women will probably be involved in the tag scene or the women's scene somehow. They'll be involved somehow. The guys, we'll see. We'll see. Or they could put on the whole idea and just make them normal characters. But for now,
that would be worse. I think that'd be worse. They can't. That means like
I don't think they should though. I mean, I like their costumes. I like their masks and whatnot. I think those look really cool. for the most part. I like all
Can they
of
go
them.
back to their regular names though, or does Ali have to change his name to something weird like Axelrod or something?
He's probably gonna have to change his name because of guys like you and the rest of the wrestling internet and pro wrestling Twitter and all that. So I don't know. He hasn't come out with a new name yet. He's still Ali as far as I know.
Yeah.
We'll see in the next like 5 to 7 days if was it 4 to 5 days? I don't know. Everything unfolds starting in 2 days on the draft. So
True.
we'll see. We shall see. But from the overall looks of it, it seems like WWE and AEW haven't entertained the masses like they should. With all these other sports happening, it's hard to keep up with all that. So
It really is, man. But it's weird because I don't know if TV shows like SNL came back, but I don't know if other TV shows are coming back. I mean, South Park did their one-off, but movies. I mean, there's everything's getting delayed, delayed. I don't hear about anything coming out. I hear about stuff getting delayed.
True.
So,
True.
Yeah. So it's either sports or wrestling, really.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, we're just still living in these crazy times, just one day at a time, just waiting for there to be a light at the end of the tunnel, wherever that light is, whatever tunnel that's in, somewhere far, far away.
I hope it's not a train light coming at us and just ready to knock us back down.
I hope not. Just trying to make sure. I think I got everything. We touched on Retribution. That was like the big thing. You didn't seem to care, so that's all I really got. Anything else? The Raw Women's Champ is Asuka. She's feuding with Selena Vega, kind of.
That doesn't seem like a fair fight.
It doesn't, but it's really up to the chairman. The chairman likes Selena Vega, so.
Yeah, I love Selena Vega. Oh, Aleister Black got a new push or something?
He's a heel.
Oh, and he got new music.
He got new music. I still haven't heard it. He's got new ring gear. I think one of his eyes is blacked out.
I feel like we had the same exact conversation last week.
I don't know if I told you one of his eyes was blacked out, though.
Oh, okay. That's new. That might be new.
He's feuding with Kevin Owens. What else? R-Truth is like the 50-time 24/7 champion.
Do people have 24/7 matches, or is people just rolling up people?
They'll have triple threat matches once in the blue moon, which are regular matches, but usually it's just comedy shenanigans. Like R-Truth's in the back talking to little Jimmy about the draft. His mock draft has like Husky hair or Huskus and Mercy the Buzzard and like not Donald Trump, someone else going to different brands. He's got little Jimmy around again out of nowhere. Remember little Jimmy?
Is that an ongoing thing?
The little Jimmy thing?
No, is that brought back like officially? He's back.
I mean, the last couple weeks he's been talking to an invisible little friend of his, yes, while defending his title. So losing and winning the title, it makes for good comedy. It's funny.
R-Truth's awesome.
Yeah, so that's it. That's really all I got. Lashley's your United States champ. He's been the champ. He's been feuding with Apollo Crews over the title. Yeah,
man. I forgot about the United States Championship.
Yeah, so it looks cool.
I think that's everything. Like, you can find us on Twitter. I see Theron occasionally tweets once every 3 weeks. I just go in there and retweet stuff to promote my own things. Anthony likes our tweets, so that's what we're doing there. Facebook is Facebook. Facebook is still there. YouTube is where you can subscribe to us. iTunes, Spotify is where we are dormant right now. But you can subscribe and wait for a highly anticipated comeback, hopefully maybe next month. Maybe a good time for the holiday season. Bros with Elbows holiday special or something like that.
Yeah, the big comeback, the big gulag. But yeah, that's it, man. Thanks for listening to the show. Anything else?
We'll drop your friends, people.
Yes, do that. All right, cool. And that's that. So do I hit stop recording now? Or
you should be able to stop the recording, yeah. You can do that. And then Carmella has abs. And then you'd rather be in Arizona.
My slogans. Well, they don't show Carmella's abs anymore, but they're still probably great. And I respect relationships. And I still would rather be in Arizona. So if I hit stop or pause. Stop.
I'd probably stop on the recording. I think